Good evening and welcome to the 31st Annual Cardinal Challenge, an academic competition among Mentor's three middle schools, Shore, Ridge, and Memorial. I'm Bill Wade, the principal of Mentor High School, and I will be tonight's moderator for the 2013 Cardinal Challenge. The Cardinal Challenge is a proud example of both student achievement and good sportsmanship. During this 5-round competition, each team member will be on stage at least once. In order to keep this a fair and fun competition, I caution the audience to remain quiet while questions are read and answered. However tempting it may be, it is important that the participants have no influence from the audience. Any failure to comply with this request may result in penalty or disqualification. This competition is being videotaped for rebroadcast on Cardinal TV, and we ask that you please note the cameras in the back and try to avoid standing in front of them so we can keep the focus on the students tonight. Let's begin the first round. The rules for the first round are, this is a team round. Each team will have 4 minutes to answer 10 questions. The sets of questions are stored within 10 envelopes. Each team will choose an envelope for an opposing team. 10 points will be awarded for each correct answer. There is no penalty for incorrect answers or past questions in this round. A 50-point bonus will be awarded if all 10 questions are answered correctly. Shore will be going first, with Memorial picking their envelope.
7.
Envelope 7.
Let's meet in the middle. Let's just do 6.
The Underground Railroad was linked to which reform movement?
The ending of slavery.
Incorrect. The correct answer was abolition. Question number 2. A carpenter is laying wood floor measuring 4 yards by 5 yards. How many square feet of flooring material does she need?
Can you repeat the question?
Certainly. A carpenter is laying a wood floor measuring 4 yards by 5 yards. How many square feet of flooring material does she need? Need an answer, please?
Pass.
Correct answer was 180 square feet. Question number 3. What is the word we use in art that is based in 2 Latin words to describe a painting done by using all shades of one color?
Pass.
The correct answer is monochromatic. What is the sum of the sides of a triangle, octagon, and pentagon?
$16.
That is correct. When a solid goes directly to a gas, what is that change of state called?
Sublimation.
Correct. What do you call an organism such as a vulture that feeds primarily on the bodies of dead animals?
Scavenger.
Correct. Charlie Gordon in Flowers of Algernon, Anne Frank in The Diary of Anne Frank, Montauk in Fahrenheit 451, and Ponyboy in The Outsiders are all examples of what type of literary character? Need an answer, please.
Non-fictional character.
Incorrect. The correct answer was protagonist. Name an instrument in the woodwind family that would be considered a double reed.
Oboe.
Correct. The other answer that would have been acceptable would have been a bassoon. What leader almost beat Scipio and the Romans by riding atop elephants?
Hannibal.
Correct. Question 10. Name the literary term that explains a character through his words, actions, thoughts, and how others react to that character.
Can you repeat the question?
Certainly. Name the literary term that explains a character through his words, actions, thoughts, and how others react to that character. I need an answer, please.
Internal conflict.
Incorrect. The answer is indirect characterization. That completes envelope 7. Memorial will be going second with Ridge picking their envelope.
Envelope number 6.
Wait for our helper, Mr. Crow, here to get envelope number 6, and we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you, Mr. Crow. Envelope number 6, first question. Which important nutrient makes you feel full and helps your body eliminate waste?
Can you repeat the question?
Which important nutrient makes you feel full and helps your body eliminate waste? I do need an answer, please.
Glucose.
Incorrect. The correct answer is fiber. Day and night are caused by what motion of the earth?
Rotation.
Correct. Jesus was crucified outside the walls of what city? Need an answer, please?
Rome.
Correct. I, me, we, and my are all pronouns used in a story to tell what point of view?
First person.
Correct. What do you call a note placed at the bottom of the page of a book or a manuscript that comments on or cites a reference for a designated part of the text?
Footnote.
Correct. What French explorer founded Quebec City in 1608? Need an answer, please.
Pass.
The correct answer was Samuel de Champlain. My French is terrible, so I'm sure I butchered that. Which part of the cell converts energy and food molecules to energy that the cell can use to carry out its functions?
Ribosomes.
Incorrect. Mitochondria was the correct answer. What two letters represent the vertical axis and the horizontal axis on the Cartesian coordinate plane?
X and Y.
Correct. Christie dove the depth of 12 feet below the surface of water. Describe the depth as an integer.
-12.
Correct. Which explorer was the first to circumnavigate the world? Need an answer, please.
Pass.
The correct answer was Magellan, and that completes envelope number 6. Ridge will be going third with Shore picking their envelope, please.
9.
Envelope 9. Question number 1. What is the nutrient that helps the body repair itself?
Protein.
Correct. What event was coordinated by the Sons of Liberty in What event was coordinated by the Sons of Liberty in 1744 to demonstrate the colonists were unhappy with new British laws?
Boston Tea Party.
Correct. What is an expression one must understand from experience, which has nothing to do with the meanings of the words that make up the expression?
Connotation.
Incorrect. Idiom was the word we were looking for. What was the name of the sixth and final general to lead the Union Army during the Civil War?
Grant.
Correct. Question number 5. What monument did Napoleon have built in Paris, France to commemorate his many victories?
Eiffel Tower.
Incorrect. L'Arc de Triomphe. Again, French. Thank you very much for that. Can't have any Spanish on the test, apparently. Question number 6. In which kingdom are insects classified?
The Animal Kingdom.
That is correct. Question number 7. What do you call a possible explanation for a set of observations or answer to a scientific question?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Certainly. What do you call a possible explanation for a set of observations or an answer to a scientific question? Need an answer, please.
Conclusion.
Hypothesis was the answer they were looking for. Question number 8. Name the point of view which the reader knows the thoughts and motivations of most of the characters.
Third person omniscient.
That is correct. What are all the factors of 85? Need an answer, please?
1, 5, 17, and 85.
Correct. And the final question of this round, what is the value of 2 to the 5th power?
32.
Correct. And that concludes round 1. I now would like to introduce Mr. Porter, Assistant Superintendent, for introductions of the teams, their coaches, the middle school principals, and any special guests, which may include members of the board or other administrators tonight.
Yeah, we did pretty good. You missed a few questions. It's only round 1.
And our round 1 participants can exit the stage at this time. Good evening. At this time, I would like to begin our introductions by recognizing our coaches and our teams who are here tonight. First of all, the coach, if I would ask these individuals to please stand when your name is mentioned. Our coach from Memorial, Ms. Danielle Sherritt. And then for our students from Memorial, and please hold your applause until we get through all the students from each school. 8th graders Rachel Beller, Nick Clayson, Elizabeth Gorchup, Wayne Ho, Chris Wynn. 7th graders Gianna Baroni, Mandy McGee, Leica Metera-Metla, Lillian Miller, Michael Petty, Nick Reidenauer, Olivia Sandry. And 6th graders Alex Edwards, Morgan Larrick, Mario Lucrezi, Danny Magro, Kevin Penkowski, and Emily Shields. And now our coach from Ridge, Mr. Brian Frank. And his participants, there are a few changes in the lineup, but we have 8th graders Jack Shaley, Andrew Davis, Kyle Curie, Marcus Molnar, Andrew Teachout, 7th graders Nick Ames, Noah Rolfes, and 6th graders Colin Langdon and Nicholas Holen. And we have from Shore, Coach Mr. Chris Miller. And we have 8th graders Alexandra Evans, Logan Feldkamp, Lauren Profilet, 7th graders Kristen Busey, Thorsten Kasmeyer, Alexander Murray, Thomas Odo, Tristan Pastor, Alexandria Polinsky, Ryan Profilet, Joshua Pugh, 6th graders Amanda Blatz, Sushita Rajan, Kyle Thompson, and Andrew Zelina. We would like at this time to recognize up near the front, if they would stand, our 3 principals. We have Mrs. Kathy Burnett from Memorial, Mrs. Megan Kinsey from Ridge, and Mr. Doug Baker from Shore. A few members of our administrative staff here this evening. Our superintendent, Mr. Matthew Miller. And Director of Community Relations, Ms. Kristen Kirby. I think I got all of the administrative staff who are here, unless hopefully I didn't miss anyone. And to introduce our coordinators and judges, if they would please stand also, Ms. Darlene Seagroves, Jenny Jessling, and Renee Nasca. Our scorekeepers, Ms. Joan Babika, Ms. Danielle Jasinski, and Ms. Jane Miller. Our co-directors, Ms. Christine Miley, Mr. Pat McHenrick, and Mr. Jason Crow. And before we continue on this evening, I just want to say that we appreciate all of the effort that went into putting this event together, all the effort from the adults as well as the students. Good luck to all the teams. And if we could just review the scores very quickly, we have in 3rd place at this time, Shore with 50, Memorial with 60, and Ridge with 70. Good luck as we continue on this evening with round 2. We would ask the round 2 participants to please come forward.
Thank you, Mr. Porter. Welcome to round 2 of the Cardinal Challenge. This will be a lightning round composed of 20 questions. 10 points will be awarded for each correct answer. There will be a 10-point penalty for incorrect answers or failing to answer the question within 10 seconds. This year's theme is Timing is Everything. One of the most famous sites in England, name that circle of large standing stones that have been used to ancient people to predict the solstice, equinox.
Stonehenge?
Correct. If it's noon in New York City, what time is it in Los Angeles?
Eight.
Incorrect. Time? The correct answer is 9 a.m. In 1656, clock design was improved by using a weight suspended from a pin seen in grandfather clocks. What is this swinging weight called?
A pendulum?
Correct. Meaning 87 years earlier, what is the first 6 words of Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address?
407 years ago.
Correct. What is the period of time equal to 1,000 years?
Millennium.
Correct. By what time did Cinderella have to leave the ball?
Midnight.
Correct. In 1895, H.G. Wells wrote a science fiction story about time travel. Name the title, which refers to the vehicle used in the main character.
A time machine.
Correct. In the movie The Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch shows Dorothy a timekeeping device that tracks how long she has left to live. What is it?
An hourglass.
Correct. In order to keep our calendar synchronized with the astronomical year, so in order to keep our calendar synchronized with the astronomical year, February was this many days every fourth year.
29 days.
Correct. What is the popular nickname for the clock and tower at the north end of Westminster Palace in London?
Big Ben.
Correct. Rather than being worn on a wrist, what is the old-fashioned type of watch that hangs in a...
Pocket watch.
Correct. In the story Peter Pan, how was Captain Hook warned that the alligator that followed him constantly was near...
Alarm clock.
The judges agreed, and now they're gonna give you that answer. Name the nursery rhyme that follows the travels of a rodent as it scampers up and down a clock.
Tickery, tickery, clock. Cock. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
That didn't sound correct to me.
Okay. Yeah.
Did another group ring in?
Yep.
Do I have to reset on that one?
Hickory dickory dock.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
One thought to be impossible, British runner Roger Bannister broke this time barrier when he ran the mile on May 6, 1954.
The 4-minute mile.
Correct. Published in New York City since its creation in 1923, what is the world's largest?
New York Times.
Incorrect. Published in New York City since its creation in 1923, what is the world's largest weekly news magazine? Time. The correct answer was Time magazine. Go figure. What is the unit of length equal to the distance light travels in a vacuum in 1 year?
Light year.
Correct. What is the device that determines the time of day using the shadow cast by the position of the sun?
A sundial.
Correct. What is the practice of advancing clocks so the evenings have more daylight and mornings have...
Daylight savings time.
Correct. Name the 1988 science book by physicist Stephen Hawking that attempts to explain the universe from the Big Bang to black holes. Time, a brief history of time. From Latin meaning around and usually abbreviated C or CA, this word used when the dates or events are not precisely known. Tom? Go ahead.
Circa.
That is correct. That concludes round two. It's my pleasure now to have the round two participants exit the stage as I call Maxwell Webster. The student council president of Shore Middle School.
Hello, my name is Max Webster and I am a 7th grade student and student council president at Shore Middle School. I am happy to be here this evening representing my school as a student leader and congratulate all the Cardinal Challenge members for all the hard work they have done in preparing for this academic event. Shore has a population of approximately 630 students and 75 staff members. Through the work we are doing with the Student Ambassador and bullying prevention programs, the Shore staff and students work together to ensure that Shore provides a safe place for all the students to learn and grow. Shore does an excellent job providing for the academic needs of its students. Shore is proud to have joined the other 2 middle schools of being named Excellent with Distinction on our most recent state report card. Shore students are also able to participate in a peer tutoring program that pairs students together to assist in learning. Studies have shown that students have a powerful impact on helping their peers learn. Shore hopes to continue to grow the peer tutoring program in the coming months and years. Shore has many opportunities for students to get involved, such things as athletics, intramurals like bowling, dodgeball, fishing, and 3-on-3 basketball tournaments, Shoreline Singers, Friends of Rachel's Club, ASL Club, Drama Club, Science Olympiad, and many other activities help provide students with a more rewarding school experience. Our 7th grade boys basketball team just completed a great season, going 17-1 and won the LGMSC championship. The Drama Club is hard at work preparing for its spring play at Alice in Wonderland. Our track coaches are busy gathering students in preparation of what we think will be a great track season. And so obviously Shore students are also encouraged to suggest new clubs. So as you hear and can see from some of the pictures on our slideshow, it is difficult for a Shore student to not find an activity to participate in. Shore students, families, and staff generously support the United Way through food banks and various fundraisers held throughout the school year. This year, we were featured in the News Herald recently for our food drive. The students and parents collected food in the front yard of Shore so that people who wanted to donate didn't even have to get out of their car. It was a rainy day, but knowing that we were helping people made it worthwhile. Several students help with the look of the outside and inside of our school by working on recycling efforts with our landscaping. Mr. Kaminsky, one of our math teachers, heads up the Shore Landscape League, which helps to maintain the flower beds around the school and take care of the trees, plant flowers, and clean up the leaves in the fall. Art Club offers students the opportunity to create themed items for display in the school and at home. Their artwork has been sent to many competitions and has won several awards. Shore Student Council is working very hard to raise money for leukemia and lymphoma research by holding a Pennies for Pasta fundraiser. The advisory that raises the most money wins a pasta party from Olive Garden. On April 20th, Shore NJHS will hold a walkathon to raise money that will be donated to help find a cure for cancer. Anyone can donate to the cause, and we hope to help save the lives of many. Shore is proud of our academics. In the second quarter of this year, over 360 students made it to one of our 3 honor rolls. We are especially proud that the 3 students that represented the Menor Middle Schools in the district spelling bee this year are from Shore. Our teachers are very supportive and always take extra time to answer questions and help students out. Thank you for the opportunity to talk about Shore Middle School and share with you all the great things that are happening with our students and staff. Good luck to all the teams in this evening's competition.
Nice job, Max. If the participants for round 3 could come up, please. Before we begin round 3, I'd like to recognize a few Ridge students who are participating this evening. If you would please rise. Olivia Hodke. Kayla Cassidy. Alex Gonia. Round 3 rules. This is a team round. Each team will have 4 minutes to answer 10 questions. The sets of questions are stored within 10 envelopes. Each team will choose an envelope for an opposing team. 20 points will be awarded for each correct answer. There's a 20-point penalty for incorrect answers or past questions in this round. A 50-point bonus will be awarded for all 10 questions being answered correctly. Shore will be going first with Memorial picking the envelope.
3.
Envelope 3. Thank you, Mr. Crow. Question 1. What is the name of the little yellow or white ball in the game of bocce?
A cue ball?
Can you repeat your answer, please?
A cue ball?
Incorrect. The correct answer would have been accepted as Jack or Polino. Name the famous classical music composer who composed only 9 major symphonies.
Can you repeat the question?
Name the famous classical music composer who composed only 9 major symphonies.
Beethoven?
Correct. What is the product of a negative 12 and a negative 11?
Repeat the question, please.
What is the product of negative 12 and negative 11?
Okay. 132?
Correct. We are now at 2 minutes. What do you call the largest population that an environment can support at any given time?
Carrying capacity?
Correct. What is the least number of sentences an expository paragraph can contain?
Repeat the question, please.
What is the least number of sentences an expository paragraph can contain?
Is it 1?
Incorrect. Correct answer was 11. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Start with the number 9. Take 1/3 of that. Multiply by 4, add 3, and finally divide by 5. What is the result?
3.
Correct. Scientists around the world use the system of measurement based on the number 10.
The metric system?
Correct. 3 minutes, 3 seconds. Who led the Spanish conquest of the Aztecs?
Pass.
Correct answer was Francisco Pizarro. Number 9. Name the famous American poet who recited a poem at John F. Kennedy's inauguration in 1961. "15 seconds left."
Allen Poe?
Incorrect. Robert Frost. What economic system used by Great Britain and its colonies believes that a country gains wealth by exporting more than it imports?
Pass.
Time. Mercantilism. That ends the round for Shore. Memorial will be going second with Ridge picking their envelope.
Envelope 10.
Envelope 10. Your 4 minutes will begin now. In literary usage, what is the purpose of a head note?
To introduce the paper.
Incorrect. To provide details about the author's background. Number 2, where does a placental mammal develop before its body systems can function independently?
Could you repeat that?
Where does a placental mammal develop before its body systems can function independently?
In the mother's womb.
Correct. Number 3, a set of data contains 10 negative numbers and 4 positive numbers. Would the median of the data be a positive or negative number?
Negative.
Correct. Number 4, what does the acronym MIDI stand for?
Pass.
Musical instrument digital interface. Number 5, what is the Spanish word for the title Miss?
Senorita.
Correct. Number 6, name the 2 men who were given the responsibility for leading the Corps of Discovery exploration of the Louisiana Territory.
Lewis and Clark.
Correct. You have 2 minutes left. A family has a rectangular rug on the dining room floor that has a length of 10.5 feet and a width of 8 feet. What is the area of the rug?
Feet squared.
Correct. Number 8, Abraham Lincoln, A Life by Michael Burlingame is an example of what genre?
Biography.
Correct. Number 9, how many degrees above or below the celestial equator does the sun appear at the solstice?
$23.5.
Correct. What is the world's largest desert?
Sahara.
Correct. That concludes envelope 10 for Memorial. Ridge will be going third with Shore picking their envelope.
Envelope 4.
Envelope 4. I will begin your 4 minutes now. What does each interior angle measure in a regular pentagon?
$45.
Incorrect, 108 degrees. Darlene needs to find a word that means the same thing as important. What is the best tool for her to use when searching for a synonym?
Thesaurus.
Correct. Number 3, a $24 shirt is on sale for 25% off. What is the new price?
$18.
Correct. Number 4, which liquid has the most viscosity? Water, honey, or milk?
Water.
Incorrect. Honey. In what novel would you find the characters Injun Joe, Becky Thatcher, and Huckleberry Finn?
The Adventures of Tom Sawyer.
Correct. Number 6, the Earth's atmosphere contains water as a liquid and water in the form of an invisible gas. What is the name of for water in the gaseous state?
Water vapor.
Correct. Number 7, name the woman who inspired the Trojan War.
Cleopatra.
Incorrect. Helen of Troy. In Spanish, what is the formal way to pronounce the word you?
Pass.
Usted. Number 9, which president never campaigned in any of the southern states?
Pass.
Abraham Lincoln. The final question for envelope 4. It's lonely at the top, treats others as you would want to be treated, and be careful what you wish for, all examples of what literary elements in the story Flowers of Algernon?
Theme.
Correct. Nice job, Ridge. It's my pleasure to call up Grace Skorupski, the Student Council President of Memorial Middle School. She will provide a speech as the members of round 3 exit.
Good evening. My name is Grace Skorupski, and I am president of Memorial Student Council. Memorial is an amazing school because of the many great teachers who are funny, understanding, and love to teach. We also have devoted, caring principal and a new assistant principal. After winter break, we welcome the new secretary and head daytime custodian, and they are fitting in perfectly. Our school building is very safe, clean, and easy to get around, and our cafeteria has the best food. You can visit our website for the full list of activities that are offered at Memorial, but I would like to highlight a few tonight. Our Science Olympiad team recently took 4th place in their competition at Solon. Power the Pen's 7th grade team placed 4th in their competition at Chardon. And Knowledge Masters is always one of the highest ranked teams in the state of Ohio. We look forward to their success as the year progresses. National Junior Honor Society and Student Council have teamed up once again, making 50 blankets for the children at Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital, and they are hosting their 2nd annual dress-up dance this Friday, February 15th. Our sports teams have had many successes this year. The volleyball teams and cross-country placed very well in their divisions. The boys' basketball teams found success on the court, and our girls' basketball teams are in the middle of a great season. Our wrestling teams provided dominant on the mats, taking the city championship this year, and we are looking forward to what our spring athletes have to offer. Most recently, our intramural bowlers were named champions of the 1st annual Cardinal Cup tournament. This tournament was a friendly competition between our 3 middle schools. Our bands, orchestras, and choirs have filled our halls with beautiful music, and we look forward to hearing them in the spring concerts. Ski Club is hoping for snow. They would like to get skiing, as much skiing as they can. We are looking forward to our yearly art show that will be taking place this spring, showcasing all the talented artists Memorial has. Our Friends of Rachel Club has been meeting and helping teach students about the need to spread kindness throughout the building. And finally, we are anxiously awaiting the opening night of our drama club's production of Seussical Jr., which will be taking stage on March 15th through the 16th. Memorial Middle School would not be the wonderful place that it is without the support of our administration, teachers, support staff, custodial staff, and last but not least, our parents. A very special thank you to our PTA for all the support you provide and being in attendance at all of our events. There are so many wonderful things happening at Memorial, and I apologize if I missed any of the highlights this year. We are like a family here, and I'm glad to call Memorial home. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Go Minutemen.
Thank you, Grace. If round 4 participants would please come up to the stage. In third place after round 3, we have Shore with 80 points. In second place, Ridge with 110. And leading with 250 points, Memorial. Still 2 rounds to go, so it's anybody's ball game. I'd like to welcome everybody to round 4 of the Cardinal Challenge. This will be a lightning round composed of 20 questions. Each question will be worth 20 points for each correct answer. There will be a 20-point penalty for incorrect answers or failing to answer the question within 10 seconds. This year's theme is current events. The answers to these questions are not necessarily found in the pictures, but each picture will contain a visual cue that is related to the question, which may help the contestants in identifying the answer. Question number 1. Name the company that went public in May 17, 2012, making it the Ridge.
Facebook.
Correct. Question number 2. U.S. swimmer Michael Phelps retired after picking up 6 medals, 4 gold, 2 silver at the 2012 London Games. His grand total of 22 medals makes him the most decorated Olympic athlete of all time. How many of his medals are gold?
18.
Is that Memorial?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you please remove your hands from your guys' buzzers after you beep them so I can see them down here, please? Thank you. That is correct with 18. Question number 3. On August 11, 2012, Mitt Romney introduced Paul Ryan as his presidential running mate during the appearance in Norfolk, Virginia. The announcement immediately energized Romney's campaign, which raised $1.2 million in just 4 hours after the announcement. Paul Ryan is a representative for which U.S. state? Ridge.
Wisconsin.
Correct. In November 2012, a famous person signed the Wall of Freedom at Mentor High School. Name that individual. Memorial.
Barack Obama.
Correct. Which U.S. female won a tough 3-set match in September 2012 against Victoria Azarenka in the U.S. Open Women's Tennis Championship, making her Memorial?
Serena Williams.
Serena Williams is correct. Number 6, The Hunger Games was the first of a 4-installment movie franchise that earned box office earnings of $67.3 million on its opening day in March 2012. What is the name of the second film in the franchise? Sure.
Catching Fire.
Correct. This British pop band, known for its popular hits, what make Ridge?
One Direction.
No. This British pop band, known for its popular hits, What Makes You Beautiful and Live While We Were Young, was a hit at the 2012 MTV Music Awards, taking home how many awards? Memorial.
3.
Correct. Question number 8. Prince William and Duchess Kate, along with other royal family members, toured the Commonwealth of Nations and other Commonwealth realms through 2012 in honor of the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II. Diamond Jubilee is a multinational celebration marking what anniversary?
60th.
Sure.
60th anniversary.
That is correct. Art Modell passed away from natural causes at the age of 87 in September 2012. Mr. Modell owned the NFL Cleveland Browns franchise from 1961 to 1995 and angered Brown fans when he moved this team to what city? Sure.
Baltimore.
Correct. Watching the ball in Times Square drop on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve has become an annual cultural tradition for New Year's holiday. With Clark's passing in April 2012, what co-host, also known for his host memorial?
Ryan Seacrest.
Correct. On July 20th, 2012, a tragedy occurred at Century Movie Theater during a midnight screening of the film The Dark Knight Rises, killing 12 people and injuring 58 others, the highest number of casualties in an American mass shooting. The sole suspect is James Egan Holmes. In what state did this...
Colorado.
Correct. Sure. Number 12, Mars Science Laboratory successfully landed a Mars rover in Gale Crater on August 6, 2012. The overall objective for the rover includes investigating Mars' habitability, studying its climate and geology, and collecting data for a manned mission to Mars. What is the name of the rover? Memorial.
Curiosity.
Correct. Number 13, the famous quote, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," was spoken by this man who died. Ridge.
Neil Armstrong.
Correct. Question 14. In August 2012, the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency...
Lance Armstrong.
Incorrect. In August 2012, the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency erased 14 years of Lance Armstrong's career, including his record Tour de France titles, and banned him from life from the sport that made him a hero to millions of cancer survivors after concluding he used banned substances. How many times did Lance win the Tour de France?
Sorry. 7? We can't do it again.
Sure, you cannot answer again.
Sorry.
So, judges, how are we going to rule that? Ask the next question or let the next group answer?
7. Oh. Oops.
Like, beeped and sleep process.
We're going to pass on that one and penalize Shore for an incorrect answer for double monitoring. I made a decision. 15. Many people spent 2012 counting down to that particular date that the ancient Mayan long count calendar allegedly marked as the end of the era that would reset the date to 0 and signal the end of humanity. Ridge.
December 21st.
Correct. The assault on September 11, 2012 on the American consulate in what country killed Ambassador Christopher...
Libya.
Correct for sure. 17. Hot on the heels of the 2012 Summer Olympic Games in London, the 2012 Summer Paralympics were a major international multi-sport event for what specific type of athletes that also took place in London from August 29th through September 9th? Ridge.
Disabled.
Correct. 18. In October, an outbreak of meningitis killed more than 20 people in the United States. The outbreak was linked to what type of contaminated drug administered to patients as a spinal injection for back pain? Time. The correct answer is steroid. 19. Sweeping the Detroit Tigers in 4 games, the San Francisco Giants claimed the title for the 2012 World Series. What team did the Detroit Tigers sweep in the ALCS to make it to the series? Time. Ridge, do not answer when I reset the clocks. Sure.
The Chicago White Sox.
Incorrect. Memorial? That's time. The correct answer was New York Yankees. Question 20. Hurricane Sandy ripped through the East Coast on Monday, October 29, 2012, causing extensive damage in multiple areas, especially New York and New Jersey. Occurring near the Halloween holiday, what spooky nickname?
Frankenstorm.
Memorial Frankenstorm is correct. That concludes round 4. Yeah, I'll introduce you. Yeah. It's my pleasure to introduce Kyle Keary, the Student Council President for Ridge Middle School. He will now provide a speech on behalf of Ridge.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kyle Carey, and I am the president of the Ridge Student Council. Thank you for attending this year's Cardinal Challenge competition. It is my pleasure and privilege to share a little bit about Ridge Middle School with all of you tonight, and I intend to do so by incorporating an important message into my presentation. Each morning after we recite the Pledge of Allegiance, the entire building also stands to recite the Ridge Middle School Pledge, which reads as follows. I pledge to maintain a high level of respect and integrity. I'll be ready to learn and accept challenges and the consequences of my actions. I expect and believe I can achieve because my success is up to me. We truly believe the Ridge Middle School Pledge exemplifies the culture and philosophy of our school environment, as well as our faculty, staff, and students. I welcome this opportunity to illustrate how we strive to embody the pledge and work to uphold its message on a daily basis. The first line states that we pledge to maintain a high level of respect and integrity. Ridge is proud of its terrific staff and students. Our teachers work hard on a daily basis to plan and provide meaningful lessons and curriculum for our students to learn and thrive. Our students are fortunate to have the opportunity to work with teachers who incorporate a variety of learning techniques and styles designed to meet the needs and levels of all learners. The majority of our teachers also integrate technology into lessons to maintain the integrity of the best practices of the 21st century learning community. In addition to the actual classroom interaction, many teachers and staff in the building supervise athletics and other extracurricular activities, such as intramurals, ski club, yearbook, Knowledge Masters, Cardinal Challenge, National Junior Honor Society, and Student Council. Speaking of Student Council, our students, staff, and parents raised over $2,700 in our annual United Way drive. In addition, we collected 6 boxes of food and $228 to donate to the Salvation Army at Thanksgiving. Our students in NJHS have once again had a busy school year as they volunteered at the annual Haunted Hayride at Lake Farm Park and sponsored drives for Toys for Tots, Coats for Kids, and Pennies for Patients. As you have heard, our students and staff understand the value and significance of giving back to the community. This is another example how we maintain a high level of respect and integrity both for ourselves and those around us. The second line of the pledge refers to us being ready to learn and accept challenges and the consequences of our actions. Each day is a new day for us to grow and discover new things. We do this with the help of our dedicated teachers, staff, and parents, as well as our peers. A 2.5 advisory program offers students the opportunity to be challenged in choice activities, such as our building-wide recycling program, Go Green, Survivor Challenge games, our video announcements crew, Ram Report, and our service club, Students Helping Ridge. Through the Students Helping Ridge activity, we are able to connect with another integral part of our Ridge family, the preschool students and staff. We are lucky to have one of the district preschool units in our building, as it definitely affords us opportunities to be challenged in ways that we otherwise would not have the opportunity to explore. Speaking of challenges, our fantastic related arts programs, such as our bands, choirs, orchestras, and art classes, offer our students the chance to explore art and music in ways that we may not be able to access outside of our school day. Each fall and spring, our students' talents are showcased via concerts, holiday programs, and feature shows. The final line of the pledge declares that we expect and believe we can achieve because our success is up to each one of us. At Ridge, we believe in and lead by example via the Web philosophy, which stands for Where Everybody Belongs. We work hard to foster an environment where we all are set up to experience success on a regular basis, whether that is in regard to academics, extracurricular activities, or simple gestures and exchanges, such as a warm smile or a cheerful greeting. I am proud to walk through the hallways of Ridge and see teachers, staff, and other students greet me by name and acknowledge my presence. It is those little, often overlooked signs that may be small in size but make a huge difference in the direction of the day and our overall attitudes and dispositions. I wasn't done. Sorry. We are also fortunate at Ridge to have a special partnership with our neighbor, Deepwood Center. It is through this collaborative partnership that our students and staff are able to engage in a variety of activities, such as book clubs, curricular tie-ins, such as the October Sky Rocket launch, and other seasonal events, such as gingerbread house making. Forging relationships with each other and our partners help us to achieve success that we would not be able to attain on our own. Although our success is up to each one of us individually, it is the whole experience of being in a safe, accepting, and nurturing environment that generates those feelings of achievement and accomplishment, and I can say without hesitation, that is the way I feel when I am at Ridge each day. In addition to our teachers and staff, our parents and Ridge PTA help us to believe in ourselves and achieve our successes. This year, the PTA has focused on ensuring that our partners, the Ridge Middle School parents, are supported in their efforts and dedication to our students' overall development, well-being, and academic growth. Through the development of our parent network, we have hosted informational events to offer insight into middle school students and their needs at home as well as school. The PTA hosted a session in the fall titled How to Conduct a Ideal 5-Minute Parent-Teacher Conference. Teachers presented information and parents were provided with a handout to use at conferences consisting of questions to ask to help get the most out of the conference meeting. We hope to maintain and build upon this network between home and school to continue to foster and model an environment of encouragement and assistance for our students. In closing, student success is a team effort, and we thank everyone at Ridge and our community for their continued care in helping us to be the best students we can be. Learning is a process, and we are fortunate to have many supports in place to help us along the way as we continue to grow and mature from students into successful young adults.
Thank you, Kyle. I'd now like to call up the round 5 participants. Scores are posted. We now have Shore with 140 points in 3rd place, Ridge with 170 in 2nd place, and Memorial with 390 points in 1st place. Round 5 will be a lightning round composed of 20 questions. 20 points will be awarded for each correct answer. There will be a 20-point penalty for incorrect answers or failing to answer within 10 seconds. This round is grab bag. Questions may come from all content areas of the middle school curriculum. Question number 1. What is the square root of 225? Ridge.
15.
Correct. Question number 2. Earth's atmosphere is a mixture of many gases. Name the most common. Can you move your hands away? I can't.
Nitrogen.
Thank you. I didn't hear who said. Okay, it's Memorial who's up.
Yeah, nitrogen. Nitrogen.
Nitrogen is correct. After you guys answer, if you can move your hands away, it just makes it easier for me to see who to call on to make sure that you guys have the correct person answering the questions, please. Question number 3. When do you capitalize the words north, east, south, and west? Sure.
When used in a compass rose.
Incorrect. The correct answer they were looking for was when they represent a particular region of the country. And I probably just screwed that up because I was supposed to let somebody answer, wasn't I? I lose 20 points, Mr. Crow. Question number 4. What art form is described as having a potentially endless repeating pattern made up of more than one or more interlocking shapes that fit together like puzzle pieces with no gaps or overlaps? Sure.
Tangent.
Incorrect. Memorial.
Terrescent.
Can you repeat your answer?
Tessellation.
Tessellations is correct. Question number 5. What is the best function to use in order to add all of the numbers in a column on a spreadsheet? Memorial.
The summation key.
The summation key?
Yes.
Correct. Question number 6. What do we call someone who goes to a historical site to dig for artifacts and studies them in memorial?
Archaeologist.
Correct. Question 7. What do we call a number whose decimal form terminates or repeats in a pattern? Memorial.
Rational number.
Rational number is correct. Question number 8. Which state of matter has a definite volume and takes the shape? Sure.
Liquid.
Liquid is correct. Question number 9. Symbiosis is a close relationship between two species that benefits at least one of the species. Name the type of symbiotic relation. Memorial.
Commensalism.
Incorrect. Name the type of symbiotic relationship in which both species benefit. Ridge.
Mutualism.
Mutualism is correct. Which African king gave away thousands of pounds of...
Mansa Musa.
Sure, that is correct. Who was the first emperor of Rome? Memorial.
Romulus.
Incorrect. Ridge.
Octavian.
Incorrect. Short passes. The correct answer was Augustus Caesar. Question number 12. Plants and algae perform photosynthesis to make sugars and starches. Name the gas that plants release from their leaves as a result.
Oxygen.
Sure, correct. Oxygen. 13. What does a writer need to use to correctly join two closely related independent clauses together?
A semicolon.
Correct. 14. In the Spanish language, which parts of speech must be, or excuse me, in the Spanish language, what part of speech must the adjective agree with in gender and number?
Noun.
Noun is correct. That was for Ridge. Question 15. Although three different bird species all live in the same tree in an area, competition between the birds rarely occurs. What is the most likely explanation for the lack of competition? Time. The birds occupy different niches. 16. What is the name of the mark above the letter N when pronounced in Spanish?
A tilde.
Correct. 17. George Orwell's Animal Farm is a satire of what historical event or time period? Time. Stalin's Soviet Union. 18. Ancient Egyptians used this plant to make pepper. Memorial.
Papyrus.
Papyrus is correct. 19. Who instituted a series of very strict laws and harsh punishments in Athens in order... Memorial.
Draco.
Draco is correct. Question, the final question of the round, 20. What is the word that describes animals that are awake at night and asleep during...
Nocturnal.
Sure, nocturnal is correct. That concludes round 5. Let's give them a round of applause, please. It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Miller to the stage to recognize the teams tonight.
Okay. We'll wing this. No, I'll be all right. Good evening. Just a few words before we do the trophy presentations this evening. I have a few thank yous before we get to that. First of all, parents, thank you for supporting your child in your school tonight. Thank you for getting your child to and from practices and helping them prepare. Obviously, from the school standpoint, this event is not a success without your input and support, so we all thank you for that. Students, thank Mom and Dad too. Coaches, directors, co-directors, and principals, thank you for all the hours you put into tonight and before tonight to make this a great event for our kids. I'd also like to introduce and acknowledge Mrs. Kim Dorsey in the back, the station manager and director of programming for Cardinal TV. Students, congratulations to all of you for a fantastic event. Well done. Kyle, I was with you. I was saying One Direction in my mind too. I was sure that was right. I was stunned when Mr. Wade said that wasn't the right answer. I'm like, yes it is. Yes it is. Also, Mr. Wade, thank you for moderating tonight. Great event. If we could have, do we do scoring? Wow. Very close. Obviously, the results speak for themselves. We'll start with Shore with 200. If the students from Shore could come up, and I'll present you with your trophies. One more hand of applause for these students. And in second place, if we can have the students from Ridge come up. One more round of applause for the students from Ridge. And our first place team for this evening, Memorial. And one more round of applause for Memorial. Mrs. Sherrod, if you want to come up for the plaque, and maybe Mrs. Burnett. Okay, congratulations to Memorial. Well done. This concludes our events this evening. Have a safe drive home. Thank you.